Hey you guys, this is Tracy Allen of 9 to 5 Not, and I am doing this video because you know what? I'm watching all of these people buy into softwares for video. Everybody is understanding that video is so important in marketing nowadays, and nobody really knows how to edit. Okay, so they're buying software and then they get frustrated when they get to like the end of that project and there's certain things that they want to do and they just like, I don't know how to do this. That's because they don't know how to edit. And so there's a new product out called Create, and it is video editing software made easy. I think it is absolutely fabulous. Now, I've been using Camtasia for years. I use other video editing software, but what they've done with this product is really cool. So I want to just kind of go over some stuff with you guys so that you can see the value of getting Create. And if you like it, get it from me because I am an affiliate with it. All right. Now, that's not the only reason I'm doing this video, but just saying, if you're going to get it from somebody, get it from me. So here we go. When you open it up, once you buy it and you download it, if you get the front end, and I'm going to tell you right up front, you should get the front end as well as the upgrade. And in a minute, you'll see why I'm saying that. It's not to line my pockets. It's just what they have is amazing. So anyway, once you download it and get it onto your computer, and it's good for either Mac or PC. It's going to work the same on both computers. Very cool. So you have here where you can create a new project. You can import whatever images and things of that nature that you want to put into your project. It can create GIFs for you. So I think this is really cool, especially if you have a business and you want to show the fun side of your business. You can create a GIF. All right, really simple. Bam, do that and you got it. Let's go ahead and get started with a new project. Wonderful. So here we are inside of the editing software. The first thing I want you to do is breathe. I don't want you to get overwhelmed when you see all of this black and little words and stuff all over the place. It's like, oh my gosh, what is that? Because that's how I was. When I first started looking at video editing software, or like when I watch people, musicians do stuff, it's like, what in the world? I don't even want to know. So I want you to know, I want you to relax. The first thing I want to point out here is down at the bottom, you see track 1, track 2, track 3. You're working with layers, okay? So let's say the first layer is where you're putting pictures and video clips that you want to edit. The second layer may be where you put the words on top of those pictures and videos, okay? My name is so-and-so, contact us at blah, blah, blah. That's what you're going to put on another layer. The third layer may be the music that you want. And this does come with pretty cool music. So like if you go up here, I'm going to just get started with the music. But if you go up here and you want pop music or rock or staff pick or stomp, or all of these different choices are here. And so it's really good music. Let's say you want some cinematic stuff. Action. Okay, beautiful symphony. So let's go down here. I'm just going to grab earthquake. Maybe I don't want to grab earthquake. No, especially if you're a realtor. Let's go with curiosity. So curiosity, you just simply drop and drag, and I'm going to put that on track 3. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and pause that because I don't want to hear that the whole time. That's distracting. All right, so notice down here, now pay attention. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Breathe, just breathe. Down here, you notice there's like a pause. There's nothing here. Like here, you see all of this stuff here? That's the sound. That's the actual sound. But where there's nothing, that means there's no sound. So if I press play, see, it took a moment before it went there. So if you wanted to make sure that you didn't have that pause, you have a couple of choices. You can either move this, like drop and drag, pull it over, or you can actually take this, your player head, this is called the play head, and then you click this little thing here, this right here, and then it cuts off, it puts a line down the center. And what it's going to do is it highlights everything to the right. But in this particular case, we just want to highlight that and click the X to delete it, and then slide this back over. So now when you press play, it plays a little faster. All right. So we've got the music picked out. Now we need some images. So we go over here, and here you can click on adding your own stuff. If you've got pictures, go ahead and add a couple of pictures and play around with this thing. No, don't be intimidated. It's a lot of fun if you just try it out. But if you don't have any pictures right now, no worries. If you get the pro version, so here's immediately where I'm talking about getting the pro version. This little icon here, if you click this, it comes up to footage. It gives you, the pro version gives you over 1.5 million video clips and images. So instead of you going to Google and trying to make sure that it doesn't have copyright issues and stuff, you can go here and put in the search for whatever it is that you're looking for. So let's say you're looking for the sunrise. Sunrise, enter. So all of these are different video clips. Look at that. You know, all kinds of stuff, right? Just very interesting stuff that they have in here. Wow, that looks dangerous. But so then when you decide that you want to actually see what it looks like, you can preview. So you just slide over here, click preview. And now you see what that video clip looks like. And if you wanted to use it, you simply hit import, and then it's going to put that into your project so that when you go back to the project, which is right here, go back to editor, then it will be there. So all the video clips and all the images that you choose are going to be there waiting for you when you're ready to start editing. So I'm just going to go up here. I like the idea of looking at the tree from my house. So I'm gonna use this one. So you close that, and then you hit import. It is importing this video clip into the editing project. So now let me go to images. Sunrise is still chosen, so now it's going to give me images of sunrises. So you just import, and now that is being imported into the project. So now we go up to the upper right corner, click back to editor, and now you see those two images are there, the video and the image. So let's go and let's bring that down to the first line. Notice that there's still space outside of this box. Instead of you having to play with pulling this, dragging this, and spacing it out, and sometimes we distort images and video clips when we do that, this has an awesome feature that a lot of programs don't have. You see this over here where it says scale? Over here you click this, bam, it fills up that space nice and even. All right, so now let's say you don't need to use all 12, 15 seconds, whatever. So I'm just going to bring this down to here. All right, now I'm going to come up here and grab this image and drop it down. All right, and then I want to just kind of center it a little bit there. But now we're going to do the same thing. Hit scale, bam. So don't worry about what you see up here. You know, that is just, you know, we're worried about what's in the center here. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to not make it be so long. All right. And with the music, we're going to also cut this music. We don't need all of that, right? So we're going to go over here to the little cut tool, clip that, and then hit the X, and all of that stuff is gone. When we get to the end of the music, we don't want it to just end. We want it to fade out, right? So where right now this just ends. So if we click the music track, you always want to highlight whatever it is that you're working on. That's going to help you. Highlight what you're working on. Hopefully you're not overwhelmed. All right, so once you've done that, then over here on the right hand side, you've got fade out. In my opinion, this doesn't have to be an exact number. I usually just fade out like a couple of seconds. So maybe I fade out 1.16. That's good. Let's see how it sounds. Good enough, right? Let's back it up a little bit more. Okay, beautiful. All right, so now let's come over here. This little box here is where your text is. So you click that, and you can either add text or you can choose one of these so that you have a font that you're interested in. All right. So let's say we take this one. I'm going to drop it down here. Okay. Now it's kind of glitzy. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of glitzy, but it's okay. So notice that you've got Celebrate, Good Times, 2 different fonts, 2 different sizes. So which one do you want to use, right? And you can always change it even after that. But I'm just going to take one of these, and let's do this. I'm going to take Good Times, and I'm going to X that out. I'm going to take Celebrate and put it down here, okay? And I'm going to move this over just a little bit, maybe towards the end, because maybe I just want to have a nice call to action. All right. So I can, you know, say something like contact us. And you have to, right now, you'd have to actually go grab another text box because you can't hit return and just add it to that. They'll probably change that someday, but right now it is what it is. So just understand it is what it is. Okay. Now let me tell you, Camtasia, if you don't have Camtasia video editing software, their stuff is usually about $200, $300. Okay. You can get some discounts and stuff like that. And of course it does a lot of stuff. But a lot of people don't use Camtasia because it's overwhelming, the amount of things that they have in there. Well, I've been using Camtasia for years, several years, so I'm quite comfortable with it. But this software is very simple for those of you that are not savvy with editing. But it's going to help you to create your own videos. No more do you have to look to me and say, Tracy, can you create a video for me? Oh, I love it. Now, can you change everything that you did and do this one other thing? No, you get to do your own videos, okay? I am getting out of the video creation business, and I just want to help you guys with your own editing. Now, if you want to pay me for actually creating a video and stuff, I'll still be able to do that, but it's going to be cheaper for you to do your own. Just telling you. All right, so now let's say I want to add this. Maybe I want this one. Okay. And I don't want all of this. Okay. About, I'm going to take about out. Okay. And let me move this down. All right. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Okay. I know it gets a little confusing. Like, what is she doing? Okay. Now, notice I have just put this piece above the music. Oh my gosh, I'm on track 4. It doesn't matter. Your tracks can go up, way up, okay? But on average, you're probably going to work with between 1 and 4 tracks. And another little secret that I have is that most of the time I leave my track 1 open because sometimes I like to be able to put a video or something underneath something, like bring down the opacity and put something underneath. And so if I have the track 1 filled up, now I can't do that without moving everything, right? So anyway, hopefully I didn't confuse you. I just brought down another text box, okay? So in this text box, contact us 619-248-2640, okay? Now notice it has a blue highlight. Whenever it's lit up like that, it won't move. So you got to click off of it and then go up and hold and drag, and then it'll center it for you. If you come over here to the right where all of your settings are, you'll be able to size it. Oops, you got to click on it though. You got to so you can size it. So if I want to bring it down, make it a little smaller, I can do that, or if I want to make it bigger, I can do that. Okay, so the size is here. Whatever you want is what it'll be. And if I click off of it, now I can center that again. Okay, let's say I want to change the color. So I can go here. Maybe I want this to be So let's say I want it to be yellow. Okay, so you see it changed that color for me, right? So if I click off, we've got that. Contact us. All right. These little things up here are your alignment. So you can have something where you change the positioning of it. There, just put it back there for now. Okay. All right. And all right. Again, it's a bit glitchy, but it works. It works. And it doesn't really take a whole lot of time if you know what you want to do. And so maybe that's something that I should really speak to you guys about. Know what it is that you want to do before you get started. Already have what you want to edit. Okay. Then when you go in and you have everything there and you have what you want said, all of that stuff, bam, you can get this done a lot faster. But I'm just trying to show you how this program works. All right, so now let me take it back. So I go to here and I click this and it takes it back to the beginning. So let's just take a listen. Okay, so another thing you need to be aware of is your alignment, making sure that everything is lined up nice and neat. So you see this down here, this minus and plus. If I expand this, if I pull it out, it makes it easier for me to see how everything is lined up. So I might need to pull this over, pull this over, pull this over, you know. And so now let's see, is everything lined up good? All right. So now when that video ends, it doesn't straggle, it doesn't stagnate. Another thing that you'll notice is that when we go from here, from this video clip to this image, it's a sharp cut, right? So instead of having it so sharp, you want to have it where it's kind of smooth. It blends in. Now, right now, they don't have any transitions. I love transitions. But since they don't have transitions, what you can do is you can fade in, fade out. So on this video clip, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to fade out just a little bit. I like 58 seconds. It seems to go there easily. So I'm going to go 58 seconds there. I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to fade in on this one. Let me move this first, okay? So fade in. And I mean, again, you don't have to have an exact number. The main thing is just fading in so that it blends nicely. So now let's go back and take a look and see how that looks. Okay, that was a lot more smooth, right? So that's how you want to work this. You have your fade in, fade out, works, makes it nice. Now, opacity, I'm going to do this one thing because I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to come back over here on the left-hand side and click the file. And I'm going to take this image, okay, line it up, scale it, okay. We don't need all of that because I'm just getting ready to demonstrate something for the opacity for you. And I'm going to take the video. Okay. Okay. Just so I can get, I just don't like to see stuff trailing off. It's a pet peeve of mine. So there. All right. So now I want to scale that. Okay. So now I have two things, one on top of the other. All right. But if I do opacity on this and I bring this down, see that? So if I wanted to have these two things lined up, you know, one is playing a video, one is still, then I can click, oops, this one goes off on its own little tangent. It doesn't Anyway, so right there. So let me just play that for you. That's how the opacity works. Okay, so that's the reason why I say sometimes I like to have the bottom row clear, because at some point I might just decide I want to put something underneath an image or a video, and I need that room to be able to work with, versus putting everything together and then at the last minute there's this final touch and I say, oh, I just want to add this one thing, and it's like, oh man, so now I've got to move everything up. So anyway, that is how you do that. All right, so I'm just going to remove these things here. Move here. And there you have it. So, pretty simple, right? Right? You can do this. You go in, you put your images in, you bring them down to your timeline, you put your text in, and you put it down on your timeline where you want it to be over your picture, so that you can tell people, call me at, or email me at, or visit our website, or all of the above, whatever you want to do. And you need a track, you need a line for your music, right? And you don't want the music to do what? You don't want it to end on a hard done. You want it to fade out, unless it was meant to be chop. And then you also have another line, which doesn't matter whether you have the line above, like, you know, I could move this up to another line, another track, and then I could move this down, you know, but it really doesn't matter. The only thing you have to worry about are things that are seen. In other words, the music is not seen, it's only heard. So whether you have the track down below, in the middle, whatever, it doesn't matter. This and this matter. And then your wording, you want that to be above your images. Make sense? All right. So again, this is Create Software. If you go in to the file here and you click this right here, this is going to give you a ton of images and videos. Let's say you want something that, I don't know, let's put in the color red. The red popped into my head just now. I don't know what that's going to pull up. All right, so we got a red fox, we got a red rose. You know, that's pretty, that's cool. Just all kinds of things that have red lipstick on her, strawberries. So that's what that does. It brings up, and again, it's over 1.5 million images and footage that's in here. And let's see if we did footage. Probably not a lot of red. Oh, well, you got a cute little red robin, I guess, heartbeat, and beautiful rose. So this is so much fun. I tell you guys, the first time I played, I don't know why purple's in here, just because it's a variation of red and blue, but still. But maybe let's just check it out. I'm just curious. I don't see any red. Is it getting red? No, no. It looks more purple. Purpler and purpler and purpler and purpler. Somebody, well, I guess. Yeah, okay. All right, I got it. Yeah, they did do red. Okay. But anyway, the first time that I started using this software was yesterday. And I was just like, this is so much fun. So this video is much longer than I'm going to upload. But you get in here and you just have fun with this, and you're going to see ways to be able to do things for your business. It's not just about having fun, but why not have fun while you're working on marketing for your business? Okay, now that's just one of the things that you get in the pro version. The other thing is you're able to record screens. You're able to, like, if I click record, I can do a screen recording for desktop. I can show the cursor in recording, use my webcam, use the mic, and then they have another cool feature. So now you have the ability to put your script in. All right, so let's say you had some text. This script has nothing to do with this. I just wanted to copy something so I could show you what I'm talking about. Type or paste your script here. So if I Command V, put the script here, I can actually generate, I can do a male's voice or whatever. So let's see. I think I want to be Michelle. Let me be Michelle right now. And look at this. Michelle in the UK. Okay. Now let me generate. Now let me preview.
Because the art of cold calling is a tricky one, it's generally best to take a simple approach. Here's a quick cold calling script you can use to keep the conversation fluid and avoid getting hung up on.
Isn't that good? Ooh. This all for less than $200. All for less than $200. I'm telling you, this is the bomb. Let's say we want to change it. We want to go French. Where'd it go? I know I saw French. Okay. All right. Generate and preview.
Because the art of cold calling is a tricky one, it's generally best to take a simple approach. Here's a quick cold calling script you can use to keep the conversation fluid and avoid getting hung up on.
Hey, that was kind of Englishy. It just had a French accent. But still, one more. Japanese. Generate.
Because the art of cold calling is a tricky one, it's generally best to take a simple approach. Here's a quick cold calling script you can use to keep the conversation fluid and avoid getting hung up on.
All right. I lived in Japan for 2 years, so it is precious to me. So now, let's say we wanted to go back to the English.
Because the art of cold calling is a tricky one, it's generally best to take a simple approach. Here's a quick cold calling script you can use to keep the conversation fluid and avoid getting hung up on.
So, how cool is that? So if you've got a script and you want to have it, translated, have a voiceover, and you don't want to be that voiceover, or you want to have that British sound or something, you can totally do that with this program. All right. So I strongly advise you to give this a try, play with it, have some fun with it. I just think it's the bomb. And then I'm looking forward to doing trainings. I'm actually going to be doing some trainings to help people get familiar and get comfortable with this bit of software. All right. So thank you for listening and hanging out with me. And, if you have any questions, let me know. But if you go to 9to5not.com/create, you'll be able to get the software right from there. All right. So thanks so much, guys. And I look forward to talking with you, and I look forward to seeing your projects. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.